There's another tool that's out there called the traffic estimator. Now, traffic estimator is also built by Google, and it tells you how many times people click on the ads, the pay-per-clicks going around.
I just want to back up for a second.
Okay.
In that previous search that you did, it said Glendale, AZ had, 49,000 whatever, and then it said Glendale, Arizona. So the difference was only Arizona versus AZ, and it had no.
Correct.
Now, nobody's searching, so which just simply means nobody puts in the word Arizona. They all do AZ.
Correct.
That's the only difference in that.
That's the only difference. You were right. Now, also look at it in this way. We'll back up and I'll show you this as well. Okay? That's Sun City. I'm over here. Okay? Not only is it AZ versus Arizona, but Glendale homes for sale. What if I did homes for sale in Glendale? I go from 110,000 searches to 2,400. So it's not just AZ versus Arizona, it's also the order in which the words are put. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, because that one just says home with, singular versus
singular
plural.
versus plural.
And then Arizona, that's the only difference versus the one that's got a ton of hits.
And singular versus plural also makes a difference. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because Google doesn't sit there and go, oh, this is plural, it's the same thing, I'm sure. They go, is it the word, yes or no? Yes or no, yes or no. Because that's all, it's a program. It's not anybody actually reading your site, it's a program saying what is the key word that people are searching for. For instance, let's do one more example on keywords before I show you the traffic estimator. Last year we had a presidential campaign, right? We had some front runners, we had some other guys that we heard of every once in a while, but there were two main front runners, right? A guy named Obama and a guy named McCain. Okay? Obama and McCain. How many pages of content were on the web during the presidential election for those two gentlemen? Millions. Millions of pages. Okay? They were being searched all the time. Numbers like this, minuscule. More than 110,000. That was a day. November 8th came by. November 8th is the day after the election, right? Who had searches still? Did McCain have any more searches? Who searched his websites that day? His mama, maybe his wife? That was it. And not he's a good guy or a bad guy. It's, guess what happened to the bait? The consumer wasn't interested in McCain anymore. Not a good taste. So they just quit going. Do you have that in subdivisions that you work in? Sometimes those are just the hottest subdivisions. They're just selling really good, and then all of a sudden, cold as ice. Absolutely. It happens all the time. And so we have to pay attention to what words we're using in our listings. Not only is it about schools or what's nearby or spelling out bedroom versus BD, but it's also who's your consumer? Who's the person that's going to buy your house from you? Is it going to be a retired person in Sun City? Or is it a family of, little kids? Do you write your ad in the MLS based on that? The answer is yes. Because see, originally it was, I've been in this 17 years. Think about this. Back then it was pretty easy. You read the book. We all got MLS books, right? We opened up the book and we read the book. It was realtor to realtor. But now what is it? Realtor to consumer, and a realtor is the other realtor is kind of a secondary citizen, isn't it? Have you ever had a call from one of your clients going, hey, I was on the web and I looked at this, I want to look at MLS number 1236. Have they done that? Give you the address of the property they were surfing the web for? Absolutely they have. So if they've done that, then who should you be writing the ads for? The other agent? The consumer. So you want to see what they're using, what they're typing. And so we're in this traffic estimator, and it's a really cool tool for you to use. Here's what it will do. I can type in my keywords like we did before, Glendale homes for sale, and it will tell me how many people click on the ads going into it. I want to see what volume. If they're really interested, they're going to be clicking on a bunch of ads, right? Now, what's cool about this one is if you scroll down a little further, you're going to see that you can choose the areas, the languages, whatever. If there's specific countries that you want to, you know, I'm going to go after Finnish people. So I want everybody who's typing in for Arizona properties in Finnish. Can you do that? Yes, you can. Spanish, yes. Danish, yeah. I don't know how many Danes are actually coming to Arizona, but you can do it. I can also do regions and cities and all that kind of stuff. So anybody here do Sun City? Anybody? Okay, so Sun City. So your people are just here local, right? Your sphere, your database of buyers is here just local. No, they come from where?
All of Canada.
Anything frozen, right? Anything frozen. That's about right.
Danish, Finnish.
Danish, so she's going to be using our fins. Yeah. Think about this. Do they type in AZ or Arizona? Do they type in? Ah. And here is where you can choose. I have an agent out on the east side. He works just retirement communities. And he focuses specifically on people from Minnesota. Okay? That's one cold place from what I understand. Never been there. That's too cold for my blood. He works just for Minnesota. So he uses these tools to find out what people in Minnesota are typing in to come here. And then he takes those words and he puts it in his MLS listing. He puts it on his flyers. He puts it on his virtual tours. He puts it on his pictures. So that now people, when they search for whatever Minnesotans search for, he shows up.
I'm a little confused still.
Okay.
You said when you press that regions and cities, you can choose what area you want to
Target.
Target
Mm-hmm.
the words that those people are typing.
Those
in?
people are typing in.
Oh, okay, all right.
Exactly. No, you're right on. Absolutely. So if I want just people from Chicago area, I can go and choose the Chicago region. Or I can even do a customized radius search where I say, you know what? I'm from this little town in Colorado. Okay? It's not really a big population, but people move from there because it stays a very small population, and they move out. So I want to get those people who are moving to Arizona. So I do a radius search around that area, find out what they're typing, use those words to use in my ads or in my listings. So I put in the Glendale homes for sale. I chose the United States because I just wanted some numbers to show you guys instead of getting really specific. And what we see is that for around $3 a click, about 12 to 15 people click through on ads a day. So if you wanted to do a marketing campaign using pay-per-clicks, it would only cost you between $40 and $60 a day to do pay-per-clicks. That's actually not bad for a marketing campaign where you get that kind of pull-through. In Mesa, it's a lot less. I was doing this class in Mesa 2 days ago. It's like 3 to 6. And so Glendale's getting some good traffic. Well, what is considered good traffic? Well, if we go back and revise our settings, revise the word, and I'm going to change the word from Glendale to one you might have heard of before, Phoenix. It's going to run the numbers, and it's going to show me that they're pulling down twice as many click-throughs. So if I'm looking specifically for people out of state, let's say Canada or whatever, right? And are they looking specifically for Sun City?
Well, they may be.
They may be.
But they look at
So that'll be one of your phrases.
Yeah.
Do they know Arrowhead?
No.
No. Do they know, like out in the East Valley, it's funny because they go, oh, are they going to know Higley, Queen Creek, you know, Maricopa? They're not going to know that stuff. What do they know? If I'm from Canada, what do I know about? Scottsdale and Phoenix.
Yes.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. And we can just logically take that and put it right into our listings. Okay? Great Phoenix metropolitan area. Great Phoenix homes for sale. Whatever the phrase is that you see that gets tremendous traffic, you're going to use. Okay?
How do you actually find the best phrase? You just trial and error, you type in stuff and see what's got the highest number?
You do trial and error, and I'll show you one little trick the second half of this class.
It's not, so there's no way in backing up to it, basically asking it which one is, you have to actually try and see.
You have to try them. You have to try them. And Google does that on purpose because they don't want just computers to come in and pull out all their keywords and exploit this system. So they do it so that we get to do it manually, which is so sweet.
You can sort of tell from that screen that you're